Oh, here we go.
On a 4th and goal. 4th down and 20.
4th and 21, not the way you want to try to extend it.
What do you got for us this week?
All right, guys, this is going to be fun. There's a lot of news happening right now. I mean, things are just gearing up for the NFL.
Finally.
So, yeah, finally. So, I want to talk about the preseason for a minute, though.
Okay.
So, the NFL has reduced. They did it a few years ago, I think back in like 21. They reduced preseason from 4 games to 3. Mm-hmm. How necessary are these games? Should they just call them scrimmages? And should fans really care about the scores, the outcomes? I say in the preseason, only have joint practices and scrimmages. Are we punting on this idea? Or are we going for it?
I don't hate the idea. I genuinely don't, because I don't give a shit about the final score of a preseason game. Honestly, they kind of are scrimmages, but super necessary to ramp up for the season. So I think they already have a lot of joint practices, and I like watching football as much as I possibly can. So, keep the preseason games, but I think they're super necessary. I think, and we're seeing more and more teams kind of commit to playing their starters. Like I saw, I'm blanking on the team, but they're playing all of their starters. The Titans are playing all of their starters in every single preseason game. Really? The Bengals are going to start doing it. The Bears are doing it. And so there are a lot of teams that are going to be playing guys so that they don't, start off slow, like week 1.
So here's my take on that. I kind of a little bit different, to where these preseason games are so important for the guys trying to make
the roster bubble guys too.
The roster bubble guys. This is the time to put them into a real as close to a real game setting environment that you're going to get on a regular season Sunday to see if they can perform and do whatever the job is that the team is looking for them to do when it comes to role player guys. Yep. Whether that's special teams, whether that's kickers, whether that's punter, whether that's the backup tight end, whatever it is.
Backup quarterback. Huge.
Yeah. And we're seeing that with the Browns. Yeah. So I think when it comes to it, these games are as monotony as it is, and as it's like, well, they're preseason, who cares? These games and these practices matter a lot when it comes to the team and building a roster.
On top of that,
I get that they matter. I get that it's important for development.
The NFL can sell tickets for preseason
should we care as much as fans? And should the fandom get so excited about, look what this guy did, or look what that guy did, or look, this quarterback couldn't throw 3 balls into the net in practice, and what does that even mean?
And it'll always be there.
That's where I think right now some people are just fiending
they're
for
bored.
it. They're bored. So that's the only thing on social media.
Yeah.
That's the only thing circling around. So they're just trying to talk about something football because it's so close and they want it.
And they don't let you film really most of their practices. Like, you only get a few little glimpses, and a lot of it is what their social media team releases. I saw the Bears had their family weekend like last weekend where they played in the stadium. It was a full team scrimmage. They didn't let fans record. There were a few. You saw maybe 3 plays, but
I saw the
fans were
Coltran
getting in
touchdown.
trouble. Wide open, by the way.
It was a great play.
We see those play designs in the regular season, great.
I did see that play.
But I think preseason, and I think NFL will never say no to money. They can sell way more tickets for a stadium preseason game than they can a training camp practice. And it goes towards the league and not the team. So it's
sure.
Yeah, and we were talking to AJ about this, and I said it. I was like, I even said this to you. If you took Tom Brady and Mahomes and they were playing in the Super Bowl and Brady lost, but he just had an amazing 2 weeks of practice. It was just his 2 best weeks of practice the whole year. I don't care.
Nobody cares.
No one cares. You lost the game. You lost what mattered on Sunday. So right now, I think there is it's that
boredom. People
are bored and just foaming at the mouth to watch football, and it's so close, and games and seeing all this stuff. So I get it and I understand, but me personally, I seriously I don't care. Because if you can't do it on Sunday, I'm not going to go back at the end of the year.
Oh, he was really cool in the preseason.
He was really cool in the preseason. Or he looked, remember when he threw that one ball and that practice that it just looked, oh man, no.
Yeah. I'll still watch it though.
Yeah, of course. And I'll still watch it. And it's, what practice is very, very important to be able to perform on Sunday. I'm not arguing that. But if you if you can't do it on Sunday, it doesn't matter how good or how amazing your practice was or how good you looked. It doesn't matter. You can't do it on Sunday.
Yeah.
So that's what I think.
So speaking of news, though, and speaking of our desire for more information and just everything NFL, huge news last night.
That Are we headed
ESPN,
towards an NFL streaming service, Chris?
So, we did have...
Did I predict the future?
Well, I mean, kind of. So hear this out. So ESPN has now acquired NFL Network, NFL Red Zone, and NFL Fantasy.
How much was the deal? Did they release it?
So it wasn't even money. In exchange for the NFL now owns 10% of ESPN.
I did see that, actually.
Now, that's the part where I was like, what?
That's a lot of money.
Well, it's a lot of money, but think about this for a minute. If the NFL owns 10% of ESPN, how fair and balanced are some of the reports going to be now when they have to talk about the NFL? I mean, how do you feel about that?
I think it'll continue to be as biased as it's ever been, really. I mean, sports media really since the turn of the decade has been really just the rise of social media. Everything is toxic. And so everything is clicks, whatever gets the most clicks. So I don't think that will necessarily change. I'm still not going to watch it because the talking heads on ESPN really have just made my ears bleed for the last, ever since I started really comprehending what makes a football player great or an athlete great in general. And so, and it really feeds into the rise of podcasts too, because people don't want to hear that, biased BS. But I think this is big for the NFL going forward. I really do. I think that this is moving closer to getting it all under the one umbrella and not having it all scattered. I think this is fantastic. And they're keeping Scott Hansen for Red Zone.
Yeah. It's funny because we got called stupid. Got called all the things we did when we talked about this at first.
Here we are.
It's not. It's not going to be this. It's not going to happen like that.
No.
But this is the first domino to fall.
Step one.
That is going to ultimately lead to, I think, ESPN. I mean, they've done it with everything. It seems like every sport they one way or another they figure out how to control it.
Yeah.
And then they just kind of have all the cards in their hands and they can do whatever they want. And
now they have the big fish.
When it comes to NFL, the NFL is king. And everyone knows that.
Major.
That is what they need. That is what they've probably been wanting for years now.
Who knows how long they've been trying to negotiate
Well, so
this.
hear this out, though, you guys. So I don't know if you realize how important ESPN is to cable providers and cable subscriptions.
I have no doubt it's probably
it has been the stronghold
50% of numbers.
Yes, it is why most people subscribe to a program, to a cable program or YouTube TV or all the streaming services now, because ESPN's a part of it. Sports. If ESPN pulls out of that, everything changes.
Yeah.
There are people that only want to watch ESPN, but it's never been an option. You have to pay for all the other HD TV and Cooking Network and all this bull crap that nobody wants to actually watch, but you have to have those channels in order to watch ESPN. Well, now ESPN, if you remember, back in May, they announced they are coming out with a streaming app for all ESPN for $29.95 a month. And that is coming. Now, Disney tends to screw a lot of things up anyway. People say they screwed up Star Wars and they screw lots of things up. So I don't know what they're going to end up doing to all of this, but that alone is going to change the landscape of how we receive our sports.
Good.
And it could be the first domino. It is the first domino. And I don't know where we'll be in 5 years, but I think a lot of things are going to change.
Yeah, and I know this stuff's not supposed to affect this year. It will really play into next year.
Yeah.
Speaking of stuff next year, for all the students out there, if you haven't bought Sunday Ticket yet, I used Haley's student discount.
Oh, it's great. It's fantastic.
$100 for
even though she's not a student anymore.
Even though she's technically not a student anymore, I made sure to purchase it before they found out she wasn't. So if you haven't and you know someone, do it now, because $480 to $120 with Red Zone.
Or get a Fire Stick for $30. Find a nice little article online that walks you through how to get every single game for free.
Yes, there are ways to do that.
I don't do that, but I just know it.
There are ways to do that. But it's kind of like this. There's a lot of programs out there that you can buy the program and basically have it do everything for you, or you can go out and find it all for free.
Yep.
Usually, though, that small fee, whatever it is, it's usually worth paying.
Let me tell you right now, brothers, I do not pay for anything.
So, again, guys, we're not paid. The NFL doesn't pay us, and certainly Sunday Ticket doesn't pay us. If they want to sponsor us, that'd be great. Although this is the time to sign up for you lovers out there.
But to wrap up that question, it is the first domino to fall.
Oh yeah.
Yes, it really is. This is going to change the landscape. The same way that when shopping malls, the big stores started pulling out, and then all of a sudden there was no more mall, and now we don't have malls anymore, really hardly. So it is going to change this landscape that you guys have grown up.
It will take a couple years, but it's coming.
Okay, well here's part of it then. So here's another one. Is it fair that Jordan Addison gets suspended for 3 games for liability? He violated substances of abuse policy, right? And Rashee Rice, he pleads guilty for his car racing, leave a scene, whatever the hell he was doing,
weed
right?
In the car and weapons in the car,
crickets from the NFL.
Yeah. So look, I've said this multiple times to the people that we, gather information for this show. I think it's absolutely ridiculous that nothing has come out of him being suspended.
They are so scared to make a verdict.
They
genuinely are.
When it's the whole time it's been, well, we're gonna wait till the court system come. Okay, it's been
surprise.
It's been almost 2 weeks now.
Yeah. Oh, it's been longer than that.
That the court system has determined, what's going to happen. So let's get a move on.
5 years of probation.
I'm not just saying this because I'm a Patriots fan, but Tom Brady got 4 games for allegedly deflating footballs.
Wasn't it? I thought it was 6 games.
No, it was 4.
It was 4.
Okay.
He got 4 games for there was zero proof that he did it.
And he appealed it. And
he appealed it, no. And they said no, and he still got 4 games.
And I think they went to the Super Bowl.
This dude, we did.
They did.
This dude and Goodell had to hand us over the trophy
that season up at Gillette, actually.
So to me, you have a guy that's been convicted of a lot of
he pled guilty.
Unrestricted weapons, all the marijuana, like everything.
Yep.
He's on what? He's on house arrest for like 5 years.
5 years of probation, yeah.
And not to mention when Tom Brady did that,
play football
he wasn't even allowed to be
practice with the team
to be anywhere near the facility. Yeah. And I know that for a fact because this documentary that he made, made it a point because that's where he was able to go on vacation and kind of spend some time with his family.
Where's
before the season.
Rashee Rice right now, Dawson?
Practicing with the Chiefs at their training camp. The whole thing smells bullshit to me.
It is.
And it just does not. I don't want to throw the whole, Chiefs and NFL can't do something to hurt Mahomes, but it's hard not to think that when this whole time it's been, we're going to wait for the court system. We're going to wait to see what they decide to do. Okay, it's done now. But then Jordan Addison, what he did, that's a different story. Yeah. But 3 games for, a
DUI.
So even the last couple of years, not Calvin Ridley, was it?
Calvin Ridley.
Yeah, Calvin Ridley with the gambling got a year. If it was up to me for what he got charged for house arrest, full year, you're not allowed to go to the team facility for a year. The same way they did with Ridley and kind of similar to what they did with Tom. I think it's bullshit, to be quite frank with you.
It's incredibly bullshit. Like, it really is. And I think now that Addison has 3 games, you cannot give Rashee Rice any less than 8, I think. Like, there's no way in hell.
Any less than
you have to suspend him half the season, at least. After, this incident happened like a year and a half ago at this point almost, I think. Right? Like, this happened before last season started. Yes. And everyone was like, "Oh, he's gonna tear up," and he ended up getting hurt, which is incredibly unfortunate. But who knows what the Chiefs are if Rashee Rice gets to play that whole year? And that's exactly what the NFL wanted. Like they were so happy that the court did not rule anything for that year, and they were like, "Okay, we could have our first three-peat.
We can wait."
In the NFL,
and
get the merch ready.
It's bullshit. I don't think you can't convince. I don't think there's any route you can take, an example that you can give me that will change my mind that this is not stupid.
It's Chiefs bias.
That he hasn't gotten in trouble or gotten fined or anything from the NFL.
Yeah. Anything.
That's right.
I think it's
crazy.
Bullshit.
And they haven't said anything.
No.
Ever since they said
guys,
we're waiting on a
breaking
verdict.
news. ESPN, they shut the camera off because they were going to talk about the NFL. That's what's going to happen. It'll be interesting. Yeah. They own 10%. It'll be interesting.
It's bullshit.
Here we go. Yeah. Last one, guys. So just found out a few days ago that we are getting just down the street from here. Man, all these great restaurants.
Portillo's?
We're getting a Dave's Hot Chicken.
Oh,
when it
are
comes,
we really?
Yeah.
We're getting a Dave's Hot Chicken. That's right. When it comes to chicken sandwiches, where are you going for your next one?
Dude, you know what? I mean, you can't go wrong with Chick-fil-A, but dude, I'm not lying. Popeye's chicken sandwich.
I was just about to say that.
It's really good.
I've never had a Popeyes.
It's really
a
good.
Popeyes chicken sandwich with extra mayo.
It's great.
It's so good.
What about you? What about Culver's? You
Get
had
the
Culver's
extra
yesterday.
crispy.
Culver's was okay. They're not as much chicken, but a freaking
Dude, the crispy
Popeyes crispy chicken sandwich. I'm telling you, that thing is. It is really good. Add some extra mayo or some Chipotle mayo on that thing.
You're gonna make Chris go to.
I love Chick-fil-A though. Chick-fil-A, the argument that I see all the time with Chick-fil-A is if you take Chick-fil-A sauce away from a Chick-fil-A sandwich or the nuggets or the fries, it's not as good. And if you need sauce to make the food good, then the food's not that good. To where I could eat a chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A without sauce and be completely
every day
and be fine with it. Now Chick-fil-A sauce is amazing and it adds. But that's the argument I see all the time with Chick-fil-A of with the sauce. But
my thing is, what's the problem with making something better that's already good? Like, why are we against sauce? Why are we against putting sauce on?
Everyone just has something to freaking say about everything now. And I know you could say the same thing about us.
We are I-75 Live, baby.
But everyone has, even the whole Sydney Sweeney jeans ad. Like, everyone's got something to say where it's like.
Yeah.
Oh,
they should release a Tom Brady jeans ad.
If I'm going to
Dawson would be right at the door.
Swipe.
So, but are we going to Dave's Hot Chicken? Like, are we going to go?
Oh yeah. When is it open?
I don't know when it opens. I've never had it. I've seen it all over social media because we just haven't had anyone close.
I heard it's fantastic.
Where does the chain? Where is it from?
I don't know.
Dave's Hot Chicken. I'd imagine it's like a Nashville thing. It sounds like.
But I've heard it's very good. So when it's open. I think it's right down the street.
I like it.
And Portillo's is open in here.
Portillo's will be open in the winter, I think.
Is it? Because I drove by it the other day, and it's not looking like anytime soon. So
like the end of the year, I think. I hope. But it may be a little bit longer.
Yeah, a Popeyes chicken sandwich with extra mayonnaise.
Yeah, Dave's Hot Chicken actually started in Hollywood in a parking lot.
Really?
In a pop-up.
Interesting.
That's where it started back in 2017, so it was only like 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's become pretty popular on social media. I'm sure everyone knows what it is, but we're finally getting one. So I'll definitely try it.
All right. Okay, guys, that's it. That's all I got.
Nice job.
Good one.
Chris is
good one.